Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is October 1st, 2021, 2021, 2023, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Russell 2000 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. As we all know, trading is risky. Please get advice from your financial advisor, your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. No trade recommendation here, but I'll let you all know that I am long the Russell. I am long IWM. So I may be a little biased here based on what I'm looking at and seeing. But I'm going to switch back over to the RUT, which is also an ETF on the Russell 2000. All right, let's zoom on in here and see what we see, and I'll wrap this up. Make that just a little bit bigger. As we can see, we got a red quarter on the Russell. The Russell is actually looking a little bit bearish even on the quarterly chart at this time. At this time would be the time that if I've been carrying a long-term position on the Russell, it would have been time. It'd be time to get out of that position, you know. And all. So that's what I see here. The thing is, the Russell right here on this larger picture is forming almost a bearish engulfing. Don't know if this is quite up there. I'm not going to look at it that close. Not that important to me at this time. But I can see that it is quite a bit bearish. It has not. Every time it got above pivot and now ends up back below pivot here on this thing. So that's not looking good to me and all. So, but I have a range. I have a little range and stuff here on the Russell where I kind of know it likes playing and like going sideways at this time. This is what I kind of expect on the Russell. But let's go down here to the monthly chart and zoom in a little bit here. The Russell this year had dropped and has been going sideways down here. Let's zoom in a little bit on that. The Russell came down to a support 1 level and bounced. This is my trigger, again, based on how I trade, based on my plan, and trading around pivots is one of the things that I do. I don't mind taking this trade, when it's down here at this level, and I can see that the Russell likes going sideways, and it likes going up and down, and within a given range. It broke this level here, and then the question is, where are you going to stop at? This is a good stopping point, a good point, higher, probably high, a better entry for me somewhere down here in this range, bouncing off of this, than trying to play it anywhere else if I'm not playing it to the downside, and looking to go long. So that's what I see here. This is the end of the month. The next thing is now next month, what are we going to see? I can see that I'm in a bear based on my above the 10, below the 10 right now on a monthly picture. I am in a bear market right now. So again, if your trading plan tells you not to go long in a bear market, you shouldn't be long. But if you have other things in your trading plan that can get you into a long trade at this time, you do it. Trade your plan your trade. The thing is, if I end up getting a close below this level, I'm going to have to be out because my next stop can be down here at this level right here. And also, that's the way I look at it on here. All right, let's zoom in on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, let's zoom on down a little bit. And let me even try to get right here where we can see some of this most recent bouncing in with the Russell. As you can see on this particular chart, I can see my stochastic is near the bottom. It hasn't made that turn and it hasn't made that come back up yet. But on the weekly chart, I did end up turning green. By the end of the week, it did have a pretty good push down on Friday, to get us back down here. But as we can see, this is a pretty good little cluster down here. And I don't have a range down here. I should actually duplicate drawing. And let's see if we can put that down here somewhere. You guys can see what I'm doing and how I go about doing this. I'm just looking at this down here. And the reason I'm at the low of this candle, and at the body of this candle right here is what I'm doing. Let me I'll activate it, and what I usually like doing is putting it right like that. Is one of the ways I do it, when I'm looking at a bottom. Because again, I don't want it to go below here, but I have to know now that it can come down to here, and that's about 50 points. I can see 50 points real easy on here. That's 26 and 26 to 85. So That's 60 points almost. That's 60 points. I definitely don't want that thing going 60 points to me. But I got something like right here to let me know if this thing is actually getting too low. If it starts turning around, really, what I have this previous week low. If it starts doing that and trying to make a lower low, because it's been making lower highs and lower lows, you can say high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. If you're in a downtrend, why are you taking an upward trend market? That's just me. That's my aggressive way of actually playing. Me trying to get into the market early. Me not being super cautious about, where's the market, where's my lines at, is me looking at my doing trading based on my supply and demand type thing in my pivots. And even if my pivots, it's not quite down to pivot yet to actually take that bounce. Just as we can go down here to the daily time frame, you can see, that this market did make a reversal back to the upside. This here on this time frame gave me the okay to take that trade back to the upside. Me, like I say, I'm looking at this previous week. This is my previous week low to get me out of this trade for a small loss if this thing ends up reversing back on me. It's up to me now to see if this market is going to open up above pivot and go higher and all. It's up to me to decide where I want to get out of those trades at. And if you saw some of those alerts and things, it's about right here is where I'm looking to get out of those trades. And it almost hit triggered some of my alerts on the upside on Friday, but it reversed back down. But it wasn't enough to shake me out of my trade at this time yet, But I should be looking at, if I want to give this some wiggle room, I'm looking at my weekly low. If I don't want to give it too much room, I'm looking at my daily low, and it's going to be really close to this low next week. I can go with this candle. Let me zoom in here. I can go with this low, or I can go with this low right here to get me out of any trade that I may be in at this time, and I'll still be okay. You wasted. I'm gonna say you wasted some time. You made only a little bit of money. Is it really worthwhile? But that's it. That's trading. Again, and that's all I really want to share. This is Solomon. I'm looking at this thing is back on the swing back up. Let's just see how far up can it go, or if it's just a little pull back and then another leg down. That's all I really want to share. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.